Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer. I am an interior designer here out of Miami. We don't just work out of Miami, we go all over South Florida. We've done all the way to up north of Florida, Tampa. So yeah, if you ever need an interior designer based out of Miami or Florida, look us up. We are Mora, Mora, Mora Interior Design. The link will be there. I've been doing interior design for almost 10 years and I absolutely love what I do. So, we are going to talk about trends. As you can see here right now, this is the first trend I'm going to talk about, which is open concept. Again, this is based on my opinion and what I consult with my clients. Yes, open concept is beautiful. It is, everybody wants that open concept. When you go to houses, everybody looks for the open concept. And it is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it is beautiful and it's very inviting. You could feel like the family or everybody's together. Though it's been not just for 2026, it's been going around for the last year or a little bit over a year that open concept is not so big anymore. And what I mean about that is, sure, you can have your kitchen with your family room, but when you walk into a house and where just everything is just so open and you see the living room, the family room, the kitchen, and just there's no division, it seems to overwhelm a lot of people. And now we're getting into the trend where we want to have a little bit of privacy, where every room feel like it's its own space. And where you have, if you have kids or you want to do, if you have friends over and you want to just be in the kitchen or in the dining room, it's totally separate from everything else that's going on. So as much as it looks beautiful, and it is beautiful, we're trying to get out of that open concept and not just have everything so open, but have some kind of divisions where each room has its own personality and its own space. So this is one example of open concept, and I would do something like this if you don't have an option to create walls because you already live in that house. We would do something like this. This is an example of what we do in clients' house, where we build like divisions and create walls. If you already have that house that's already an open concept, we come up with ideas where the house doesn't feel just so opened, and we do divisions where the rooms can feel separated and not everything so open. This is another example that we did in a client. This is not our actual picture, but we did this in a client where she wanted like her office. And we did, if you go into my Instagram, you'll see that we did, not an office, I'm sorry, she wanted a family room. And we did glass windows, glass doors, and it was beautiful. I mean, it was so beautiful. We divided that family room, which was like slash family room slash office for the kids and everything. And we did that, and it was just so beautiful. Another dated thing that everybody seems to have jumped on the wagon for, something like this that looks black, but it's not black, and it's like oil brass. They even have a little bit more copper tone, and I would go for something like that if you want to do black. But yeah, now what's in is polish, brass nickel, gold, but not that bright gold, but yes, like a copper gold, and just like very copper. And what's really trending right now is polished nickel and chrome, big time. I know I don't have to say this, and I'm sure you already all know, but if you're still doing this, please don't do this. When I walk into a client's house, no offense to any of my clients that I'm working with right now, but when I walk into a client's house and I see a bedroom set that is all matchy, yeah, no, I'm sorry. It doesn't feel curated. It doesn't feel thought into. It's like going into one of these big department stores and just buying everything all the same style. What we do in our clients' house, I personally like to buy the bed frame and then buy the area rug and then go based on that. Each nightstand, the nightstands can match, of course, but if you're gonna have a dresser, make sure it's different. If you're gonna have a console table, make sure it's different. Just everything needs to be curated. I like to go to different consignment stores. I like to go to antique stores. I like to buy unique pieces that can really put a room together, and just make it feel like it's been thought into. So please, if you have an all one bedroom set, maybe stick with the bed and sell everything else and just buy different pieces for your room. I can't emphasize this enough to my clients that wallpaper, wallpaper, wallpaper. I'm obsessed with wallpaper. Like, if I can put wallpaper in every room, I would. I am obsessed with wallpaper. Like, it just elevates every room. If you're already just painting your room, or if you don't want to paint the whole house, honestly, I would just do wallpaper. It really elevates the room. It makes the room beautiful. A lot of people tend to just do one wall of the room of wallpaper, and that's fine depending on the area, depending on how you're doing it. But me personally, if I'm going to do a wallpaper, I like to do the whole room wallpaper. It just doesn't make sense to stop. Again, it all depends on where you're going to place it. It depends on the wall that you're doing it. That is another video. But yes, wallpaper is so beautiful. It just elevates every room. It makes the room so much prettier and just so much more styled. Here's another example of one wallpaper of one wall. They just did it like going up the stairs, and they did it in the focal point of that window. That is acceptable. That's beautiful because the window is just wow. And they have like a little sitting area, so that they just focus on the wallpaper for that. So that is okay. And that is an example of what I'm talking about if you're just going to do one wall of wallpaper. But if you're going to do like a living room, I would do the whole living room of wallpaper. So yeah, that is 2026 trends. And again, it's not just 2026. It's been going around for a minute. It's been going on for over a year. But we are really, really focused on these trends. And again, trends is a trend. You do what you want, but try to stick with what's in. And I always give to my clients, I always tell them that I always try to do a trend, but something that I know that's going to last, and you're not going to have to change it in a year or 2 years. I always try to design my client's house where it's a classic design, it's a classic trend, and I know that it's not going to be overlooked or it's going to feel dated in a year or two. So if you want any more tips, go into my Instagram, Mora_interior design. And if you are in need of an interior designer here in Miami, or even a little bit up north of Miami, call me and I am here to help. Ciao.